The last time we talked was when I was down in Coos Bay and we were at the Oregon Destination Association conference. And we were on a panel together talking about AI and all the implications. It ended up being a really interesting panel and I learned a ton. But I wanted to follow up with you on one of the topics we were talking about, which is if we have AI that can do everything, what do we need humans for? I'm fascinated to hear your take. So what do you think the role of humans will be in this AI internet era?
Sure. It's a great question. And yeah, that panel was an absolute blast. It was one of the quickest hours I can remember. But yeah, to your question, one of the biggest jobs of a writer, content creator, artist, however you want to talk about it, in this rapidly changing world that we find ourselves is really around be responsive to what's happening and find ways to communicate clearly, openly, honestly with folks in a way that just AI just isn't able to do just quite yet. And I think especially in the tourism space, being able to do something as simple as, hey, beach access is closed because of a storm, or this restaurant has closed. Even something like that, at the most basic level, we content creators are able to communicate that quickly, clearly, and efficiently in a way that AI just can't do yet.
Think about it like, I don't know, another example would be a festival. Right? AI could talk about last year's festival, but it doesn't have next year's festival in its training data, right? So how could it possibly write that piece?
Absolutely. And being able to say, this is what the experience at the festival is like. If the writer attended that festival last year, they can say, here's the best way to arrive. Here's some of the best places to stand. Here's some food vendors you can expect. Like being able to really, I think, get that context for readers or listeners or consumers, being able to take that context and repackage it in a way that's helpful to improve the experience for visitors is really important.